Welcome to Anti-Woke and Autistic. Whoever said that the pursuit of health and fitness is synonymous with the pursuit of perfection? That's ridiculous. Whoever said that? Well, this influencer does. Listen to her.
Stop aiming for perfection. There is no such thing as eating perfectly. There is no such thing as looking perfect. There's no such thing as perfect body image either. And I know that you want to stop feeling out of control. But the goal for perfection is the very thing that is keeping you out of control.
Who said there was? If you're fat, lose weight. You need to lose weight. If you think that means you need to get perfect, that's on you. That's your fault for coming up with that, for inventing that, for having that delusion. It's about losing weight for health, not for perfection. When these fat influencers, when these fat acceptance influencers start talking about perfection, that's their way of justifying to themselves why they've given up, why they've quit, why they've joined the fat acceptance death cult, why they've joined the fat acceptance quitters cult. They want to feel better or not so guilty about going over to the dark side, the sinister side. So they start tossing in the concept of perfection, because then that makes it easier for them to accept what they've done to themselves and to validate why they've crossed over to the sinister side of body positivity, why they've joined the death cult, the fat acceptance community, because deep down inside they feel rotten. They feel miserable about porking out, becoming fat. And so one of their coping mechanisms, and they don't really realize this on a conscious level, this is Psychology 101, one of their coping mechanisms is to attribute perfection or to equate perfection to long-term weight loss, to equate perfection to getting more physically fit, developing more stamina, improving the health of your heart, lowering your blood pressure, lowering your risk of stroke and blood clots, and other things that are caused by obesity. So they bring in this whole concept of perfection. But quite frankly, perfection has nothing to do with this. Let's continue.
But the goal for perfection is the very thing that is keeping you out of control.
She's wrong when she says that the goal for perfection is the very thing that is keeping you out of control. No, I'll tell you what's keeping you out of control. Porking out on thousands and thousands of calories a day of food that your body doesn't need. That's lack of control. That's being out of control. Binge eating, overeating for the wrong reasons, overeating due to social cues. You're being offered food. There's a lot of food around. Somebody brings in a bunch of donuts at the office, at somebody's birthday party at the office. It's a holiday, whatever. It's a reunion, a family get together, and there's office food. So you're overeating processed foods for the wrong reasons. You're bored, you're stressed, you're depressed. You're eating food mindlessly. You're snacking on chips and soda while you're in front of the computer, overeating while you're watching TV. That's out of control, not this goal of perfection that she's talking about. Very few people are striving for perfection. Now, if somebody says it's perfect or it's perfection to be a size 8, they're just putting a name to being a size 8. Perfection, that would be perfect for me. Oh, yeah, that would be perfect for me if I were a size 8. Or, wow, if I had some muscles, if I had a six pack, if my abs were showing, if I had a flatter tummy, that would be perfect for me. So, in that sense, people might be talking about perfection, but what is perfection? It's like walking on water, splitting the Red Sea. Nobody says you have to do those things in order to improve your health, to lose weight, to feel better, to feel lighter, to eliminate aches and pains that are caused by obesity, to eliminate sleep apnea, to lower your risk of heart attack, heart disease, blood clots, etc., etc. But the goal for perfection is the very thing that is keeping you out of control. If you ask a bunch of thick women, 1,000 thick women, like size 14, for instance, why they want to lose weight, how many do you think will say, well, I'd like to be a size 8, size 10, because I want to be perfect? I'll bet most will say, because they want to look better. I just look better being slimmer. I don't like the way fat looks. Most will say that. They'll say, I want to lower my blood pressure. I want to be around for my grandkids. I want to dance at my grandkids' wedding. I want to see my great grandkids. Well, I quit smoking and now it's time to lose some weight. I want to be healthy. My doctor keeps telling me I should lose weight. I'm not going to argue with the doctor. He's had 12 years of medical training. He says I need to lose weight. He says it'll help prevent certain conditions or lower the risk of certain conditions. Or I have knee pain, I have back pain, I have digestive issues. I want to get pregnant. It's causing problems getting pregnant. You'll get all sorts of reasons like that. I want to have more stamina. I don't want to be aching at the end of the day. But very few will say, because I'm striving for perfection.
You're aiming for the impossible. Let it go.
Who is she to tell a bunch of people she's never met and knows nothing about that they're aiming for the impossible just because they want to lose weight or get fitter? Way to go, lady. Being so pessimistic. Way to go. Wow, I bet you score really high on pep talks with your kids. You're aiming for the impossible. Let it go. Translation, give up. You're a loser before you even begin the game. Does she have this kind of attitude, or would she have this kind of attitude with somebody who wants to start a business? Oh, you're aiming for the impossible. You want to have a successful steakhouse? Oh, forget it. You're aiming for the impossible. You don't have what it takes. Really, I mean, how dare she go around telling potentially vulnerable viewers to just drop their goals? They're aiming for the impossible. How do you know? You know what the impossible is? Like being able to outrun a train. So I want to lose weight so I could jump like a kangaroo. That's impossible. Let it go. You mean let your dreams go? Let your body go and just become fluff and flab? Don't seek advice from a quitter. Now, I'm not saying you should take my advice, but I will tell you this. I'm no quitter. If you want to reach for the moon, reach for the stars, go for it. You know who makes the history books? Not the critics, but the dreamers, whom everybody doubted. They're the ones who make the history books. The quitters, the critics, nobody knows their names. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get fit, go for it. Don't listen to the quitters cult, aka fad acceptance. Well, that's my video for today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.